We're back again. This is Liminal Writing, where we do timed 10-minute writing and we read it back to each other based on a trigger line.
Yeah.
And we talk about what we wrote. So
Right.
we're sharing that with you now.
So what we chose for today, the trigger phrase is, what does it mean to be truly alive? To be truly alive, free to make my own choices, happy with my words and actions each day, blessed to have the company of those I love and who honor me with feeling the same. To be in pursuit of what I am meant to do, rest when I feel the energy dip, not just because I deserve it, but because rest weighs equal to thought and toil. Energized by what others have created and experience how they see the world from land to sea and land again. To breathe as much as the next person, taking it all in, knowing there is enough for us and others, and to be seen as truly I am, flesh, spirit, heart, breathing and precious, majestic and shrouded, open and forgiving. Your turn.
What does it mean to be truly alive?
Mm.
It means breath.
Mm.
It means bagoong, shrimp paste for the Filipinos. Yes, bagoong. That's the shrimp paste we love so much. Being able to taste the tangy, salty,
Mm.
spicy paste of
Yeah.
fermented smelliness.
Yeah.
Yes, and be reminded of life, of summer vacations
Yeah.
below a neighbor's mango tree, picking fruit
Mm.
much too young to be eaten, bitter
Mm.
in its greenness, but all that hidden behind the taste of bagoong. It means red gumamela flower petals and pulling
Mm.
pistils out to lick the teeny drop of nectar, hoping to get a glimpse of the joy that butterflies experience whilst wishing I could fly.
Yeah.
It means music,
Mm.
nagging melodies of Pinoy pop silliness, hitting imaginary glass ceilings and cracking them open to welcome sky and rays of scorching sunlight.
Mm. Mm.
It means robins, tiny red-breasted ones that perch on metal wires that would usually guide rose bushes to grow in an orderly fashion during spring. But in the winter, when the robins show up, the wires are just that, wires.
Mm.
And well, a stage for a robin's balancing act. It means typed up words that appear like magic on my laptop screen,
Mm.
blind typing fast so that I can catch up with thoughts, faster even, so my inner police doesn't stop me from saying things that are illegal or immoral or truthful.
Ah.
That's it. That was fun. That was a fun one. I feel I was more playful in that one.
You are. You know what I like about this is because you kind of meshed your two lives in that, right? So when you
Yeah.
talk about
There was Philippines
Mamelas,
and there was London. Yeah.
correct. So that becomes vivid and a real good experience to see, hear from you, the lives just meshing together, or probably not
And
meshing, maybe
then
just like
yeah,
side
and
by
different
side together,
yeah,
right?
that's true.
And it
And
still makes sense.
how joyfulness is kind of defined and redefined as you grow older or experience new things and living in different circumstances. So that brings me to an image. I decorated the top of the fireplace here in London only on Christmas Eve. I have this box that's all the Christmas decors are just there, and then I put it up, and then it's basically just vines, and then a sleeping angel kind of nested on top of the fireplace.
Yeah.
But in it too, I got a robin. and a
Ah,
parakeet
okay.
in the middle of the greenness of it, all the ivy and the what do you call that? Eucalyptus leaves and all the
Yeah.
pine. There's two of the birds because it brings me joy. Just robins
Mm.
especially because they're beautiful creatures. They're this tiny, but the bird singing is really so loud. It fills up the entire street sometimes. We're in a street where it's a row of Victorian houses. So
Yeah.
when this robin sings, it kind of echoes through the entire street
Oh,
almost.
that's
It's just
powerful,
so
right?
sweet. It's so sweet. The tiniest ones, robins and the blue tits, they're the noisiest ones. They sing. They sing a lot. So that's really nice. How about you?
What
So,
wait, just going back to
okay.
what you wrote, because what I liked about it is how visceral the two images are. The bagoong, right? And the gumamela. Because I've experienced both,
Ah,
right?
as
So
kids,
it's
yeah,
what
we were as kids.
and it's it hits you differently when you're talking about the sourness of the mango is kind of
Yeah.
like hidden because
The
you have
bitterness, no, cause no, cause the context of it is, in summer and the fruits are coming out, and you're either in your background or your neighbor's background or wherever you little kids are hanging about.
yeah,
And they're not even ripe yet, or you finished the ripe ones. So that there's
yeah.
this little, like not yet even ready for picking, but you're just so bored with summer when there's no school, and you just wanna. So you pick it from the tree, but it's
Yeah,
actually so young and it's actually
yeah,
bitter, isn't it? When you
yeah,
bite, like the Indian mango, the small ones, and then you
yeah,
bite it.
yeah,
Not ready, but
yeah,
if you put it in the shrimp paste, the bagoong, doesn't matter.
yeah.
Yeah.
The mango just acts as a holder for the
Oh yeah.
bagoong,
It's really
but
that's
it's like
true. And I still
a
do
good
that
memory.
today. I went to Marks and Spencer's. We bought mango, but I think it's from
Oh,
Latin America mango, imported mango, but it's different. It's
yeah,
you know how the green one that's it has to be the
it's
green one that
crunch.
crunches.
You got the good crunch.
It doesn't. It's a bit ripe, not
Yeah.
soft, but I have bagoong. You see, I have a bottle here or two.
Ah,
So for those who don't know about bagoong is a fermented shrimp paste
yeah.
from the Philippines. We love it
Mhm.
so much. It's smelly like hell.
Oh yeah, but you know what? It's
That's
a
part of it. And
it's a fun.
that's part of it. And then gumamela. I don't know what it is in English, but it's this flower with big petals, about 4 or 5 petals.
Mm-hmm.
They're big and it's got this really marked pistil in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you can pull it out. You can actually pull out those, right?
Yes.
And then there's that nectar inside.
Yeah. So you got to catch it
Yes.
and just let it drip on the tip of the
Yes.
tongue, so you get the
You
sweetness. So like I said,
did that too.
yeah, because I learned it from my playmates when we used to
Ah,
go in the province usually because Mama's place in Manila didn't have gumamelas. But
ah.
when we go to the province, there would be neighbors that would have gumamelas.
Well, this memories of mine was in the province. Before I was 10 years old, we were still in Negros, in the
Yeah.
islands. Then you have a glimpse, you have a taste of what butterflies taste.
Mm,
But nowadays, I kind of like the image of butterflies to just the metamorphosis, that whole and again, I go back to the COVID days where it almost felt like you were cocooning yourself
correct.
after, right?
Correct.
Or forced to cocoon yourself. And
Yeah.
we're coming out again as these new butterflies,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
finding our way again into this world
Yeah.
that has somehow changed, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, my watch, I made butterflies into.
Oh, okay, like your
Uh,
opening screen.
yeah, I chose this watch face. Butterflies come out when I pop it on like that. A different kind of butterfly can,
Oh, comes up.
and a nice
Mm.
feeling. So,
All
what did you
right.
write about? I noticed there's a lot of reminders in your writing, Lee, about breathing or taking that breath, which I think is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
How precious that is. And is it reflective of a practice you have learned to to imbibe more into your daily.
Yes, very
Yeah.
much so. I try to be consistent in my yoga practice. And yes, yoga is about
Oh,
trying to, be in different asanas or poses, right?
yes, yes.
But in each time that you move from one pose to the other, the
It's the
thing that connects is
breathing.
breath. Yeah, you're
Oh,
breathing, right?
wow.
And I've experienced the power of conscious breathing. When I started going to the doctor and they were checking
Mm-hmm.
blood pressure, right?
Mm-hmm.
I I remember this because when I would go with mama in the Philippines then, and she would be checked by a doctor, she would say in Tagalog, "Wag mong sabihin sa akin. Don't tell me the number of what comes
Oh,
up." Because she didn't want
really?
to know,
Oh,
because
just get
instinctively,
stressed.
she gets more stressed knowing that, the
Oh.
BP is high. As the armband becomes more tight and constricted,
Mm,
right? I would always do a deep breathing. So she would do the first one, right? And
right.
so, okay, yeah, the numbers are looking at. Maybe it's because you hurried into the
Oh,
office,
yeah, yeah.
because
That's
that
true.
creates the tension, right? So in the second time, I would do a deep breathing, and that would probably the pump would be just like what 15 seconds.
Mm,
Okay. Inevitably, the numbers
it
would
would slow
become
down.
more favorable
Really?
and healthy. Yeah, because it's
Immediate.
almost immediate. You're also telling your system that you're being checked, and this is a good thing if your system is being checked, right?
Mm,
And in being conscious in the breathing, it's life, right? We
mm.
cannot last for 3 minutes, I think, without taking a breath, right? You
It's so
cut off
simple, but we forget it.
no you cut off the way that the brain is able to live. Your heart is like at the stress, because where is the thing that I need, right?
You're making me conscious of my breathing now.
Yeah.
I'm like, breathe, breathe,
Yeah. In one of the things that we do, that we shared together when we sing together, right?
yeah.
We
Yeah.
cannot sing without
Mm,
knowing the proper way to
breathing.
breathe
Yeah,
and
that's true.
create the notes, right?
Mm. And holding it too,
Eh,
and deep
which is the
and
one of the
really
hard skills.
taking deep ones so that you could prolong a note, for example.
Correct. Have the reservoir inside you. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, we end again with breath.
Yeah.
All
Deep breath.
right.
See you next time.